Creeper. Aw, man.
Yes.
What's Bllions, Jables? This is your host, Joe.
And Lauren, welcome to episode 408 of the Dead Pixel Internet.
Yeah.
408 episodes
We're
later.
going into August.
Yes, it's still kind of muggy in this room.
I mean, it's okay.
You're not wearing a hoodie. I am.
Yeah. So what was I going to say? Oh, yeah. We're heading into August now.
Yeah. Yes.
Meaning it's almost back to school days for you regular folks.
Well, my daughter go back in like 3 weeks.
Oh, there you go.
Mm-hmm.
And
back to college.
Yeah.
Back to
college.
Yeah, you know.
Yeah, that's a weird way to put it. Like, that's true, I guess.
Back to square.
All those kids and like, I had my fun. You're peeing in the summer.
Mm-hmm.
I'm like, okay, cool.
Hot summer girl. Hashtag hot summer girl. There you go. There go your hashtag.
So, well, let's start off with this. We didn't even mention this last week, but I think it happened just about, which was Avengers is now #1 movie of all time.
Told you.
2 billion and 2.8 billion or something like that, beating out Avatar. That's been on there since 2010, so 9 years it's been there. And to me, I'm glad only because like, oh, that deserves it. You know why? Because people actually like that movie.
Yep.
I mean, as far as I know, most of the people that have seen Avatar are like, it never goes past like, oh, it's good. Mm-hmm. It's never like, it was amazing. I loved it. It was the best thing I've ever seen in my whole life.
Everybody said that by the CGI.
Yeah, well, jeez.
But other than that, the story was too big, too bogus.
It was too, I want to be, everyone does that same comparison of like Dances with Wolves and all that stuff. And yeah, it's basically that same
It's
thing.
Dancing Wolves, but modified.
And then that was when and because of that, that's when 3D was like a hot commodity and everyone's like, saw 3D? Yeah, we got it.
Yeah, we got this, boys.
Clash of the Titans 3D? Why? I don't know, but it's here.
We got that, boys.
And then it died off too. That's when.
Good. And we've been, since 2011, been bashing 3D ever since then.
Yeah, and we're glad that's like.
Dead.
I don't even know when's the last 3D. I know it's like some select Marvel movies, but don't watch a Marvel movie in 3D because it just takes away from the whole thing. Unless they found a way to like. I make it 3D on the screen itself without having to wear glasses and like hologram style.
No, Tupac, no.
No, but I'm like I said, I'm glad that it's Avengers because you know what, it's out right now on digital.
Yep.
If you want to
just go get the physical copy.
Yeah, me too. But that's what sucks. Like, damn, everyone's getting all these like HD screen caps of memes because it's been like the cam quality for those for like the past couple months.
Yep.
And now it's like, oh, now we got the HD versions. Here they are.
Here you go. Here you go. Fresh hot meme takes.
Oh yeah, because
they are living it up right now.
Because they've been like going so hardcore with all the Avengers memes and all that stuff, and I'm glad because that movie was, again, like once in those lifetime things where me and Lauren sat down. We watched both of them in the theaters with the right crowd.
Yep.
You gotta say that first of all. You can't just watch it with no. Bumble
with
crowd.
The right crowd, not the wrong crowd.
Yeah.
And the times I would watch it with Ty's crew, wrong crowd.
Yeah, and that sucks only because it's half of it is the hype, you know.
Yes.
I mean, I've seen like that one scene. Spoiler, not I'm not gonna spoil, but I've seen the one certain scene that people are always talking about a couple times on YouTube, and the HD version of it still gives me chills. I'm like, oh, that's such a great
talk about
scene.
The one that always featured on Instagram.
I'm sure, why not?
Because
they already. I guess they already spoiled it then, didn't they?
Yeah, talk about which one? Talk about the cap scene.
Yes.
The Avengers Assemble one.
Yeah.
Yeah, because that's what I said. They show it all on the IG
true.
one because like if you follow Marvel, any type of Marvel media thing, and they promote Avengers on every single platform, and these from the beginning, and they did ones from Iron Man, Iron Man 1 until now, to the end, and just like, I am Iron Man. And they spliced up the first Iron Man, like the first movie, into like the Endgame one. Yeah. So it's just like, okay, thanks Avengers, by Marvel, but it's just like if you didn't see the movie, like it's
kind of hard not to now because it's 2 billion in revenue.
Yeah, it's 2 billion, and also it'd be like the internet's spoil it for you, so it's best for us to spoil for you as well.
No, that is true. Well, like I said before, I've seen that scene like at least a couple times, and it still gets me. I'm like, oh my god, that was such a great scene.
Yep.
And it's also weird to see it without everyone loudly yelling.
Yep.
Because that's how my memory of that scene was. It was like everyone just going nuts. They were just like, yes, this is what we wanted. 10 years of this, please.
It's just pretty much Iron Man. You just stand like watching like, ooh.
Yeah. Well,
just your reaction.
That and also when Cap gets Mjolnir. That was
it's
one. It's
not like woo. It's just all like slowly build up.
Yeah, it was like one of the perfect things. I'm like, oh my god, and the whole on your left, and it's like all that happens.
Yeah,
it's a pretty good memory for me, and we're just we're not gonna have anything. Hopefully, I don't know what will be the future for the Marvel movies. If they can ever recreate something just like that again.
You never know.
It's gonna be hard.
You never know.
Exactly, because we were lucky that the Russo brothers took over, because they were the ones that were like, they made $4 billion just for the MCU alone, which is kind of ridiculous to think of. Yeah, exactly. Did it for Winter Soldier, Civil War, now Endgame and Infinity War. They're just
I think altogether is $4 billion or more.
I'm pretty sure it's at least 5 at this point.
Yeah,
just them alone, which is like, who's done that?
Yeah, and only thing I have to say is, and Iron Man just really, and Iron Man, Robert Downey Jr. just received because he was the highest paid actor
in Endgame.
In game, well, pretty much just about
just in the MCU in general.
In the MCU in general, because of like, he was the first.
He was the first, yeah.
And then he was get like the likenesses and all that stuff, so he pretty sure he get a nice kickback from it.
Oh yeah, I'm pretty sure he does. But yeah, good job, Marvel. It wasn't that. Well, it was kind of hard for the most part.
Oh yeah.
Because they were like running Endgame like every hour at every theater.
Oh yeah.
For like a while.
And then it did.
It killed it. It killed the box office. And now they officially can say on all the digital releases, like, the biggest movie of all time. Like, yeah, you can say that now. Without, pre-inflation and all that stuff. But, we're not inflating anything. Anyways, let's move on then, shall we?
Yep.
So guess what else ended over the weekend?
What else ended over the weekend?
This wind that's made out of gold.
Golden Wind.
Yeah, Requiem.
Yeah.
We got 2
episodes.
2 episodes and also 3 different openings now too.
Really?
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
4 technically.
Yeah.
The first one, what was that? Fighting Gold, Trader's Requiem, Requiem with Diavolo, Trader's Requiem with Diavolo, and Gold Experience.
It goes GRE.
Yes.
And then someone remixed the opening of like the ending.
Oh yeah.
Of Golden Wind. Like that scene at the end, the Finn
the Finn scene.
Yeah, and they add that in, like, as a part of the opening of Trader's Requiem.
That's pretty cool.
Yeah.
And I still feel the same way I felt about when first time I read it, which was that last scene. I don't know why they added that, but it was a whole episode. I know, like, they kind of covered 2.
But it was kind of like 3.
No, I meant like afterwards, after when GRE happens, and then it goes into a flashback of.
Oh yeah.
I remember
Stone.
I remember when I was reading, I was like, "Oh, it's over now." And I'm like, "Wait a minute, why is this happening?" I get it. It's kind of like, "Oh, it's fate. You can't run it, and also you can never reach the truth and all that stuff."
Yeah.
But to me, when I was reading it, I was like, "Oh, please end. This is going on for a while."
Why? I was happy about this ending. What's with the extra stuff? Now, if you saw an anime, you'd be like, fuck.
It's okay.
Like, why it had to end like this?
Yeah, I know. And also the way Diavolo's end. Oh, man. That's
man. Brutal.
Yeah, got killed by a creeper.
Got killed by a creeper. got stabbed many different times.
Now there's an inside meme going on with, what do you call it, with the JoJo community saying, like, oh, what are the other, ways Diavolo could die? Then, like, what they should do, they should just remix all the scenes previously inside the previous parts, like when Kira dies, just replace that with Diavolo. When Cars dies, replace that with Diavolo.
Yeah, like,
that's pretty funny.
Kira Diavolo dies. Look in the alley.
Yeah.
You look through. Yeah, you turn the wrong way. What's going on? You go. Diavolo dies in space.
Yeah.
Also sunlight.
Sunlight.
Like sunlight. Diavolo dies in the fire.
Yeah. Exactly.
Like, just think of the other one. Diablo turns to a rock.
He turns into a rock.
Hey, Angelo.
Hey, Angelo.
When I see... I'm trying to think of any other JoJo villain die. Sunlight. Okay, let's do the first one.
When he just gets decapitated and...
Get decapitated?
And he sinks in a boat.
Sinks in a boat.
Technically, he doesn't die, though.
Yeah, he doesn't die. He sinks in a boat. All the main bad guys off of part 2, pretty much...
They just get killed.
They just get killed.
Because I know Joseph just, like, destroys them all.
Yeah. Thirdly, I'm trying to think of all the... Who really did all the... No, only people died, like, pretty much main villains, like, from, like, part 3 is Vanilla Ice.
Oh, yeah.
Dio.
Uh-huh.
But everyone else, like, just pretty much they get incapacitated. Retired. Like, part 4, the only person really died is just, 2, the, Adam Hart.
Uh-huh.
And then, Kira.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was just saying. But part 5, shit. Like, a handful of people fucking get killed off.
Yeah.
Popo.
Yeah. Nero.
Nero, yeah.
And,
Crashing the Boys.
Crashing the Boys.
And
of course, Diavolo.
Yeah, there's a lot of people die in part 5.
And also, Doppio.
Doppio,
You gotta just say, like, oh yeah, that's right, there's also Doppio.
Yeah, Doppio. Hey, we should check on Bucciolati's party. No!
Oh, man.
How, fam, how?
Yeah. But a good ending, though.
Yeah.
All in all, because people are happy. They wanted that 6 T's, but, just like in the last one, you don't get the T's. Same way we didn't get one for, like, a diamond. We only got the T's for, what do you call it? Stardust at the end of part 2. Mm-hmm. So that's all we got.
Part 3, part 3 didn't get no T's.
Part 3 got a T's, but part 3 didn't get a T's for the next one, you mean?
Yeah.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. There was no T's for Diamond.
There was no T's
There's
for
no
Diamond.
no T's for Vento either.
Uh-huh.
But, that's how it is.
Yep, that's how it is sometimes, man. Deal with it.
And we're not getting a T's for Stone Ocean. At least not right now.
No. See you in 2021.
See you in 2021. We'll see. For a while, we're just not going to have any more JoJo talk for a long time. It's kind of sad.
No, there will still be JoJo talk.
I know, but I meant like...
Hot, fresh memes.
I meant like, as in like, man, this episode was good. Yes. We're just not going to have that. Unless we get Purple Haze feedback.
Maybe.
David
Pro is doing a lot of things.
David Pro is going to be the up-and-comers now, Anyways, let's talk about the hot movie. The hot new movie. Okay. Not everyone, but I don't know.
A handful of people saw it.
Mm-hmm. I mean, it didn't beat out Lion King.
Well, I heard, people...
But it's still one of Tarantino's most highest
movies.
Gross movies so far.
It just surprised me because a lot of people don't like Lion King.
You say a lot of people, but that doesn't mean the general public.
Not general public, but like most of the people like, oh, Lion King is...
Yeah, exactly.
Here's why I'm sensing a lot of people just like they remember Lion King as the kid and they be watching this. They're like, it's not as fun as I remember. I said, yeah, because Lion King, it was made by a Disney product with cartoons, so it made it more kid friendly. This one is more like edgy, not edgy, but more like, hey, this is some real shit going on. So you're not gonna have a dancing.
That would look weird, wouldn't it? If everyone like, oh, there's a scene where. Inside the original where they're all like stacked on top of each other. That would look weird in CG.
Yeah, it look real in CG. No, animals don't do that shit at all.
Yeah.
There's no musical numbers. Not that I know of.
I mean, I think there was, but they're all
just Beyonce. That's it. And also they said Beyonce acting is so bad.
Well, what's new?
I've seen her in one movie and she was bad in that movie as well.
But I'm pretty sure that's like... Some of those reasons why it's got so big was, of course, the Beyonce fans are just like, watching it because she's in it.
Yeah, I'm not this Beyonce, but she can improve on her acting skills. Don't let the hype come to our podcast.
I mean, I think it could have been by anybody, if you think about it now. Like, they could have chose anyone except Beyonce. Well, they just chose it just because there's a big old fan base for her.
And, like, there's no beef against that at
I know.
It's just like, hey...
No, but it's so weird to me. Like, man, Lion King won twice, huh? And when you say, like, oh, yeah, the critics were okay with it, but it's like, yeah, but the critics is not going to speak for the entire general population. Not like some regular, working 9 to 5 guy comes home, is like, let's just watch Lion King out there, and then they watch it because that's the thing that they remember, and the kids. Hopefully they've seen the original. I don't know. Maybe they're just gonna see this one. I don't think
so. And they see it and they're like, "This is not what I remember."
Yeah.
But we talking about Once Upon a Time in Chicago,
Hollywood. Once Upon a Time in Toronto, Canada.
When Drake was still being Drake.
That was from what do you call it, Scott Pilgrim. There's also Once Upon a Time in Mexico.
Yep.
Once Upon a Time in Nazi-occupied France with Inglourious Bastards.
Yep.
I don't know. That's why.
Once Upon a Time in Tahiti playing. Oh yeah, these before Once Upon a Time. Before we talk about the movie, do you see what he posted on his Twitter?
Who?
Your boy.
My boy.
Yeah.
Taika Waititi.
Yeah, Taika Waititi.
What did he post?
He brought back a 10-year-old meme.
Oh, the Hitler meme.
Yeah.
He's the only one who could do that. Oh,
Yes.
Did you talk about Jojo Rabbit at all?
Yeah.
Did we? I don't think we did.
No, I think I did personally.
Okay, well, from what I can see, like that looks really fun. Only because Taika Waititi is the only guy that could do this.
Yeah, the only way to
you cannot bring the whole Nazi like thing back and make it like this big of a joke.
Yeah, people. Exactly, and with a children thing, like Also, Jojo Rabbit.
I like that. I like the fact that he chose that, like Jojo Rabbit. Oh man, here comes the
fresh Jojo fandom coming through like a speeding bullet.
Yeah.
Coltrane, baby. Jojo.
But that's the one I wanna definitely see.
Yeah. That's one of the Stroheim, isn't it?
That's also the big old meme behind that one too. But yeah, Once Upon a Time in Hollywood. This movie's not gonna be for everybody.
No. It's a fantasy.
It's a fantasy. Well, that's the thing. You gotta know basically about the Helter Skelter and Manson murders and all that stuff.
Yeah.
Because that kind of builds into it. So you gotta know about American history with this.
You have to know in the late parts in 1968, 1969, what was going on during that time frame in Hollywood, and pretty much of how Manson, no, not Marilyn Manson, but Charles Manson was pretty much of came to fame.
Yeah, basically. But this movie's not about him.
No, it's not about him. He's
funny.
featured in the movie.
It's funny
there
because that's what the kind of the basic outline of it was when they announced like, oh, Tarantino's making a movie about Hollywood during the Charles Manson murders. I'm like, oh, that's weird. Then they realize like, oh, it's not about him at all. Which is good because you don't need a story about him. There's like plenty of that stuff like that on wherever.
Yeah.
But so it stars DiCaprio, Brad Pitt, Margot Robbie, Al Pacino. It's got you got your big hitters in this one. And only Tarantino can be the guy to bring all these. Bless him.
Thank you.
Can bring these guys together and bring the best out of them. Because he had DiCaprio before in Django. He had Pitt before in Inglourious Bastards. So now finally bringing them together, which is honestly something really cool. The only one I haven't seen of his is Jackie Brown, which I feel like I should see eventually.
Yeah, Jackie Brown is actually based in the 80s too.
There you go. Like I said, I don't know why I haven't seen it. I own it.
I think a lot of people got turned off because Jackie Brown was like, oh, well, it's kind of racist, no, blah, 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 because, they dropped the N-word, 73 times, I believe.
Well, so did Django, but people,
But Django was more like, oh, okay, that's fine.
It took place inside the Old West.
But in the 80s, Jackie Brown's like, I'm not sure. And Pam Grier, people like, know about Pam Grier. Leave Pam Grier alone. She's like 80 now. Or 70.
So when I watched this movie, I dug it. I was like, okay, that's cool. When I left, I was like, all right, that was a good movie. I like that. But after kind of just thinking about it more and more, I truly started to appreciate what he did in this movie. Because, a lot of people are saying almost kind of the exact same thing about this movie. It's too slow or whatever. There's a lot of moments where nothing happens and kind of just lingers on and all that stuff. And a lot of
fault. Yeah, Jackie Brown. Pam Grier is 70.
Woo! Good for her.
Yep.
Yeah, so there's plenty of scenes where just like, I don't know what the point of that scene was, which I just feel like that's just Tarantino, man. He can't fault him for doing something that he wants to do. There's a lot of scenes of just Brad Pitt driving around. Yeah. If you like that. I actually like that. That's very cool. It's very relaxing. You don't see that a lot in movies. A lot of movies are just kind of like, we got to get to the point. Mm-hmm. And, you know, this thing has to happen here, so it sets up this thing. And this thing is just more like it just is.
Yeah.
And also you get to see the you know, the friendship form. Well, it's already formed between Brad Pitt and DiCaprio, because you don't see that a lot also inside just general movies and just, you know, two guys just being really good friends, and
yeah,
they don't have a lot of, like, you know, conflict between them, that would be like kind of a major plot point in some movies.
Mm-hmm.
There's like, oh man, there's a girl coming between us or whatever. No, they're just cool guys. They're just hanging out, you know. Mm-hmm. They just want to live the day-to-day lives, and they just like each other to be around.
Yeah, them so much. They like each other, just being like cool buddies and everything else.
And so yeah, there's also, it feels like it throws a curveball around the end. So yeah. Like, but I'm not gonna. I mean, if you're
not to spoil nothing for you, but it
already happened. That's the thing in U.S. history. Mm-hmm. Like I said, you got to know about the Charles Manson murders and all that stuff to get like what's gonna happen here, because if you don't, you'll be like, what is this? Yep. You know, what is this leading up to? Then it leads up to that, like, oh, okay, that's
yeah, but like, oh, okay.
Think of it like this though. In Inglourious Bastards, it was also kind of a thing. Like, it's spoiler alert for Inglourious Bastards. The movie that came out like almost 12 something years ago. Mm-hmm. We all know that Hitler didn't die inside a theater in a fire, but that's what Tarantino wanted, and he did it himself. Mm-hmm. It's kind of like that. It's kind of like history, but it's his version of history.
Yeah, it's a revisionist history.
Yeah, and that's the best way I can describe right there. I like the scenery of it, of old school '69.
The look,
Hollywood, LA. Mm-hmm. You get to see some other actors from that era.
Yeah,
like Steve McQueen, their version of Steve McQueen.
Yep. Their
version of Bruce Lee. Mm-hmm. Which there's already some controversy going around that one right now.
Really?
Yes.
What's the controversy?
Well, it's from the actual daughter of Bruce Lee himself, saying like why they had to portray him like that. Which I'm like, I don't know, if you see it like this. Mm-hmm. Technically, that wouldn't be him.
Yeah,
that's just like all this takes place in some weird alternate history. Uh-huh. I'm pretty sure he did. I'm
pretty sure he's not like that at all.
Because if you've seen it, he's in the trailer. That's the thing. He's kind of like an arrogant guy, and that's like, oh man, I wonder if he was really like that. I'm like, no, I'm pretty sure he wasn't.
No, he wasn't like that at all. No.
Same way that DiCaprio didn't exist inside the '69.
Yep. This whole thing is a fantasy.
Yeah. Hunts the name Once Upon a Time.
Yeah.
Kind of like a fairy tale, you know. Mm-hmm. But I liked it. I really did. I liked it a lot. It's a movie that you're not gonna see anywhere else.
Yeah.
It's the type of movie where it's his style. Mm-hmm. You're not gonna. It's not comparable to. Let's just put it another way. Like, you know that Hobbs and Shaw is coming out later on this year. You know it's gonna be.
No, I mean it comes out
later this month. This week, yes. Mm-hmm. It's not gonna be anything like that. Well, Hobbs and Shaw is kind of like, it's kind of like a superhero slash, you know,
it's
Fast and
like
Furious movie.
Yeah, Fast and Furious, but action-y.
But this one, like, this is a Tarantino movie, which is hard to say in this day and age, like, trying to copy with the quirks and all that stuff. And if you like your feet, hey, there's plenty of it in here too, because we all know that how much Tarantino loves his feet.
Yep.
But all in all, I feel like, yeah, it was a good movie. I liked it just as much as any of the other Tarantino movies. Let's say like, oh yeah, the best one is, you know, Pulp Fiction. That's what people consider as like his best one out of all of them. But I consider, like, you know what? I think I liked Reservoir Dogs more than I liked Pulp Fiction, at least in my opinion.
That's the part you don't like
Kill Bill.
Kill Bill, yeah.
I like Kill Bill too, but it's not. You know, putting it in context, like, you gotta remember, like Reservoir Dogs was his first movie, and to knock it out of the park with your first movie, and then continue to knock it out of the park.
Well, there's some points he continued knocking out the park. Some movies he was not that
I know,
good.
But
you can't just say continue knocking out the park. Like, I
know, but he's got a better streak than most people.
Okay, let's go. Let's start from the line. Let's see.
Let's see what you got here.
No, let's see because
there's a lot of stuff where he's like, you know, he did some short stuff like.
No, we just talk about
actual mainline movies. What you got here, Reservoir Dogs. I thought that was a really good movie.
Okay, yeah, I agree.
And that's my top of the line. Let's see. He's got 21 credits under his belt. He said so this is his 9th movie, and he said after 10 he's done. So we don't know what's going to go. Okay. So yeah, like I said, he did a couple of weird short films like My Best Friend's Birthday. Don't know that, but that's what that is. So Pulp Fiction.
Okay. And
that was the next one after that, which almost came a year afterwards. Oh no, 2 years.
2 years. Yep.
So yes, that's one of his quote unquote best, and it's like pretty much a cultural milestone. There's a lot of things that reference that movie, and it was a different thing to have take 3 separate stories and then have all of them collide and taking different separate times too, which is wow, that was really cool. Then
Jackie Brown. Because don't count 4 Rooms because he just had a segment in it.
Yeah.
Jackie Brown is more like a hit or miss.
I can't really say only because I have not seen that movie yet, and I feel like I should. I feel like sometime this summer I'm gonna watch Jackie Brown,
and you could probably be like, yeah, okay, I see.
And it's there you go. Can't win them all, huh?
Exactly.
But maybe it's good. I don't know. Maybe my personal. Hey, you never know.
Yeah, but you probably knowing you'd probably be like, okay, I can see where it goes, and you're like, okay.
I know but like I said, you never know again.
All right, go ahead. Kill Bill 1 and 2.
Kill Bill 1 and 2.
Okay.
That one came back.
The first one was good. Second one was, it has its moments.
That's the thing. It was so unbalanced in that movie. The first one was so an actual samurai, revenge, bloody thrill ride. The second one was more of an actual Tarantino movie.
Yeah.
And, if they balanced it and did both, it would have been a great movie. That's why people kind of just hey, Kill Bill 1 was really fun. Yeah, of course it was, because it had so many things going for it. It had that weird anime section in the middle, and it had a whole 20-minute fight scene at the end, which was really goddamn cool. And
so he was guest directed. We don't count.
We don't count that, but he did one part in Sin City, where he was where Robert Rodriguez directed that movie, but he did that one part where. What do you call it? Clive Owen was talking to Benicio del Toro. Yeah. Just that part for some reason. They just do that with each other's movies.
Yeah.
Just kind of weird.
Death Proof.
No. So yes, I would say this is probably my least favorite of his. But then again, it's his style of it's just a lot. People say for Death Proof, it was just like how the original Grindhouse movies were. There's a lot of people just talking and then short bursts of action. And
the ending part, okay, cool.
Yeah, that was something really impressive.
The last half hour of the movie, it picks up.
Yeah, but that doesn't count for the entire first hour of the movie just being they're still talking.
Yeah.
There's also a lot of, they also caught a dance scene or something.
Yeah.
Which I'm okay.
All right.
Inglourious Bastards. I like that a lot.
Okay.
I don't know, did you like it?
Yeah, I did enjoy it.
It was, for me, I was oh man, here's another Tarantino movie. And I thought it was good before in the beginning, but then after kind of thinking about it for a while, I was that was actually a very good movie, All
right, The Hateful Eight.
The Hateful Eightfold. No, wait, no, Django.
Oh, Django side.
It's Django, then Hateful Eight.
Okay, Django and Django. Yeah,
that was really good. I really liked that.
I enjoyed Django.
Yeah, and
then The Hateful Eight.
Okay, well, this is the weird thing to me because so far he's been making a different movie for the most part each time. Because Reservoir Dogs was a crime movie, Yeah. And then Pulp Fiction was more of a weird slice of life.
Yeah.
In between with all the gangster stuff. Jackie Brown, I don't know what kind of movie that is.
It was 80s. It was deal with drugs.
Okay, so yeah. After he did Kill Bill, which is a samurai movie. Then he did Inglourious Basterds, which was a war movie. Then he did Django.
No, don't forget Death Proof.
Which was a grindhouse movie. And then he did Inglourious. He did Django, which is a western. Then he goes back to doing a western, but / mystery. So it's kind of weird to me. I thought you were going to go to a different genre, but he's doing the same one again. And that's when the movie started becoming 2.5 hours long, and it's kind of it gets really long.
Yeah, and it's just unnecessary long. Okay, this is just.
Yeah.
No, first we thought Kurt Russell was the main character. Then no, it's not. Samuel Jackson is.
It kind of is.
Kind of, but whatever.
Here's the thing. I actually like that movie. I know, looking back on it now, a lot of people actually didn't like that movie. Which I'm just wait, really? I actually liked it. I don't know.
You did.
That's weird to me. Because I probably watched it in the right way, which is I watched it in the theater with the prelude and the
good luck if people
intermission.
Want to watch a movie for 5 hours.
Well, this is the extended cut right now on Netflix, which is kind of weird to me. It's even longer. It's 4 hours long this time.
Fuck.
Cut up into parts, and then fleshes out the characters more. So I'm like, damn.
Fuck that.
Yeah, it's weird. Like they released that version. Okay, sure. Mm-hmm. But again, I thought that was pretty cool. It actually had a pretty decent ending. So this one, then now he's got Once Upon a Time in Hollywood, which I feel like that's a really good movie. Only because I don't see DiCaprio a lot, and when you get him, he's in the best parts for the most part. I liked it. I liked seeing him in this a lot. Of course, he's gonna bring his A-game acting into almost everything he does now, because back then, Titanic wise, he was kind of like, he was a pretty boy, But now once what do you call it? When The Departed happened, he was like, he's the one. He's gonna be, doing
Watch out for this guy.
He's gonna be bringing like some of the best out of him ever since then. But yeah, I liked it a lot. And if he does this Star Trek. We see a Tarantino Star Trek in the future. That'd be
I don't think so.
So weird, because then that'll be the first time he's ever done like a sci-fi.
I think he's just doing a guest spot.
You think so?
Yeah.
I don't think this is actually gonna happen. It's gonna be weird if he does. But yeah, there you go. Just watch the movie. I personally liked it a lot. There's a lot to like in this movie, but I know people are gonna think like it's slow and all that stuff. I'm like, it's something that you're just not gonna see anywhere else. Well, because like after this, there's really not much coming out in the theaters.
Yeah, Hobbs and Shaw, my God.
After Hobbs and Shaw, well,
whatever, it's good. Save money.
Save money.
Save money for the Avengers collection.
Oh my God, I'm definitely gonna buy it with a physical release. Also, John Wick comes out like the end of August.
There you go.
September.
Bam. So. You welcome.
Anyways, let's talk about the last thing. So there was the sale happened for Xbox.
Yeah.
Did you get anything?
I bought Resident Evil Code Veronica X. That was cool. like $4. Like, I had to say that was a good buy.
A good buy.
Yeah, but I was like, there was nothing else that I found piquing interest in.
Yeah, there's a lot of stuff I was like, this would be a better price last time. I remember it being better, but I was like, let's just wait. Because eventually, you just get to the point like, damn, I should have just not bought that. Oh yeah, we are also getting new games with gold. We're
really?
I don't know if you saw that, but we're getting Gears of War 4. So
okay,
which is like, I guess that makes sense.
And
we're getting Forza Horizon 6. So
okay,
we're getting a lot of these. Jeez, what are you allergic to something here?
Yeah,
me. And then we're getting Castlevania Lords of Shadow. For the 360. I was like, oh yeah, that game.
You got that game.
I do actually. I forgot I had that game. I bought what do you call it? The My Hero game. It's kind of weird to figure out. Like, oh yeah, I do like My Hero, but it's just always been in between moments where it's like, it's that weird fan base of like,
I'm not in that fan base.
Hype it up to the point of like, it's geez, calm down,
I'm not in that fan base, so I'm like, that's your people's.
There's this really funny video by the RDC World. I don't know if you follow those guys.
Nope.
The guys that did anime in real life. Those guys that I tagged you in that before. You're just like, oh, this is pretty funny.
Oh, the black people?
Yes.
Okay. Yeah.
They did the one where it's like old anime versus new anime. And I feel like you've had this conversation before. I was watching. I'm like, oh man, this feels so familiar. People are like, yeah, new anime is the best and all that stuff. And while he plays both sides of like, what are you talking about? Oh, the new stuff ain't that good. I'm like, wow, I feel like I've seen this before.
I continue on with the
about My Hero, because that's the big thing. Like, that's the thing that new people like. Oh yeah, My Hero is the best and all that stuff. And then I will say, like, yeah, it's good. It's a good show.
It brings moments.
It brings the newbies into it because it's got a very simple thing of like, it's superpowers. That's the big thing going on right now. Superheroes, and it's got like a more of a Americanized thing to it. With the whole All for One and Detroit Smash and all that stuff. Is the gameplay good? Yeah, it's okay.
You seem like you're not that excited about the gameplay.
It's very simplified. That's the thing. I prefer 2D fighters more than I like, 3D runaround fighters, because it gets kind of annoying when they're like 50 feet away and you're powering up to do a move and they can dash further away and all that stuff. So it follows the story basically after season 1 of My Hero Academia after the tournament arc, which is weird because there's only like 2 parts afterwards, which is the fight with Stain, the fight with one for all or all for one. I don't know if it's one of them.
No, I thought it's one for all.
One for all for one.
Mm-hmm.
All for one would be the opposite.
Yeah.
Which is that villain. So it follows those 2 parts, and it's just like there's no other parts they can follow. Well, it's kind of like the One Piece game. A One Piece game before this, which was Burning Blood, followed the story just followed the what do you call it?
Don Flamingo?
No. That was Pirate Warriors 3.
Okay.
It followed the Paramount arc, which was the one where you rescues Ace and all that stuff.
Okay.
And that's pretty much every single One Piece game. They always do that scene and all
because,
that.
Because that's the best scene.
That's the best scene ever, man.
Nothing else can follow it.
Yeah, I was just like, sure, okay.
Yeah, that's what okay.
I mean, it's got that part, of course, with the whole turnaround where it leads into the 2-year gap and all that stuff. And it's to me finding out that's like, oh, this is one that people keep talking about all the time. So what I like when I play an anime game, I usually like it when they have subtitles. They have subtitles for some parts.
For some part, oh well.
Isn't that yeah? You should have it for all of it.
Yeah.
Like because when you play JoJo All-Star Battle, they subtitle everything.
Yep.
Even in the menu where it's like, oh, you're choosing this one. This will take you here, and then Speedwagon's telling you that. But in this one, you're picking apart a customization. Someone's talking, but you don't know what they're saying. So I'm just like, I guess they're saying something.
So there's no. It's just.
There's subtitles, but like for the main parts.
No, I thought about. So there's no dub.
There's no dub, which people want because the dub is actually pretty good for this show. So yes, they should have had it. Which I'm just like, they should have had a dub for this one. That's kind of weird that
they did it.
but I like the fact that I like that there's sub, but. So there's the intro parts. Anytime there's like a fight that's gonna happen, they don't subtitle that part.
What?
Yeah.
Why?
I don't know. It's like that's an integral part of the game.
Yeah,
right there.
like I want a conversation.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure it's the same thing. Like I must stop you or something like that. So I feel like that's why they didn't do it. But I still would like the subtitles to be there to understand like what's going on. So they don't do that for that, and they don't do the part where of course you win. It's like they do the finishing move, and then they say something before. It freezes frame and all that stuff, so they don't subtitle that either.
Wow.
I'm just like, why not though?
Wow.
This is something easy that could easily be patched.
Yes.
The fact that this game's been out for this long too, since like November, and they didn't add this part, like it's kind of weird to me.
And how much you pay for this?
I didn't pay anything at all.
Oh,
because of Bing.
But yeah,
you
can use your Bing points for something else.
But there was nothing else on sale that time. Like I already got Red Dead. I already got Assassin's Creed. All the good stuff. That if I still wanted to go into like the weird indie horror games and all that stuff,
you could got Resident Evil.
I already got all the Resident Evils except of course
Code Veronica.
But
see, you got that.
Well, I would want to play a game where I might like to a game that I also kind of just like.
The challenge.
The challenge. You finished that one though, right?
What?
Code Veronica.
Yeah, a long time ago.
Do you think you can finish it now the way?
Probably so, yeah.
Oh, okay.
It sets up in like the classic Resident Evil, like Resident Evil 2, Resident Evil 3 thing.
Oh, okay.
It's just the difference is it's just this is Code Veronica X, so it's the updated version. It's the PlayStation 2 version. It's a Japanese version because they had Albert Wesker in the game.
Oh, okay.
So he was in the game, but he was on the parts with Chris. But there's a part that you face against with Claire that you see Albert Wesker, and then you like kind of have a fight with him ish, but you just have to run away because he's on his Albert Wesker shit, Marvel vs. Capcom shit.
Am I God?
not that high level.
I know I know it's more part 5,
but he's more like I can move fast, and that's the first time you realize he have cat eyes.
Oh wow!
Like there's one scene. I'll show you the scene after the podcast. It's like
I remember my brother used to play that one too. That's also a weird thing to me. People that can't, well, not weird, but I guess it makes sense. But people that fall out of games, me and you still play games, Mm-hmm. But I remember my brothers used to be playing games a lot when I was back then, but now they don't. I don't know.
They just lose interest.
Yeah, they lose interest. It's But for us, we've stuck interest.
Yeah, it's just like people like, oh wait, this thing. I said, well, because it's easy. It's a time killer.
It is a time killer.
Mm-hmm.
That's the one thing right there. They also don't. So they have characters in there too, but it's like a pretty decent set. I always feel like, why isn't this guy in this game? You know, I was like, he should be in this, but he's not. They also have one villain, Muscular, who's only in the manga / anime for like one scene. I'm like, he's a character, but you couldn't get, this guy? That's weird. Okay, sure, we'll see that. They already have 2 DLC characters, which is, I guess, enough. Like, yeah, sure, we'll see what happens. Because that one's coming back soon also. Yeah, all that stuff right there. And I think it's an okay game. It's flashy. You got the cool, finishing moves. Or just, powered up moves and all that stuff. Yeah. It's like, oh, that's cool. This is my problem with those types of games that are like, 3D and kind of like, yeah, they can be like on the end of the map. So if you have a projectile, you're pretty much screwed. You can just be like, oh yeah, here he goes. Also stuff that is weird that kind of feels like it's not canon. The way like, okay, so Deku has a thing where he's like, he can power up his punch, then, hit someone. But then his arm's broken, and he can't use it for a while. What? Because that's his power inside. Well, technically, he has no power. That's the thing. I know I'm giving you a crash course in My Hero Academia, which is like...
So he has no power. He just... Yeah, he was the... So he's the Rock Lee of everything.
I like how you say that because that's the whole joke of that thing, too, which is like, it's Green Naruto for My Hero Academia.
It's Green Naruto's Rock Lee. Yeah. He don't have no power. He's just using strength.
Well, he didn't have power, but then he proved himself to All Might, which is like, oh, now you've got my power, which is a passable power. Like, you can have pretty much one of the most OP powers inside My Hero.
But he's still weak.
But no, his body isn't acclimated to being All Might's strength and all that stuff. So he can do it, but it really hurts him to do it. So his arm breaks, and then like he's out for a bit. And then it's like, oh, that's kind of funny.
Is the guy with the fire is All Might's kid? All Might has a kid?
All Might does not have a kid. Oh. The thing that like, no, the guy with the fire and the ice, that's someone else. That's a different guy. And so when you do that inside game, when you do the Detroit Smash stuff with Deku, he still continues to fight. I'm like, that's funny, only because you wouldn't be able to do that in this game.
in the series.
In the series, at least, that's kind of funny. Because other games do that, which is kind of weird for them to do. Like, if you played the One Piece fighting game, and you play Sanji, so canonically, he does not fight women. Nope. So, if you do choose women characters, and he fights them, he doesn't hurt them. Well, what he does, but it's like very, very small amounts of damage. Which is like, that's true to the story, but man, that would suck if you chose Sanji.
Yeah, it's like, oh, you get Sanji? Pick a girl. Nami.
Yeah, or you can choose an all-women team, and then it's like, oh, fuck, I'm screwed.
Like, damn, I'm done.
Yeah, that's what sucks about that. But yeah, that's a nutshell of the game right there.
All right.
Yeah.
Let's call it.
The time with death, 212. Yeah. Anyways.
Thank you for listening to episode 408 of the Dead Pixel Internet. Yeah. Yay!
We did it. We'll see what happens next week. Because, coming soon is Wizard... What?
Hobbs and Shaw.
Hobbs and Shaw, Wizard World. I was about to say Wizard World is coming at the end of the month.
I know. Couple weeks. Yeah.
And that guy's really cool, Jerry Milani. He's always a great guy, and I'm glad that when he feels like, oh yeah, you guys are the patch. Like, oh yeah, thank you.
Thank you, Jerry, again.
Yeah, you guys are cool. And I like that feeling of like, oh, it's you guys. Yeah, it's cool. Here's your pass. I'm like, yeah.
And like, hey guys.
We got to see Jay one time from Jay and Silent Bob. I'm like, there he is, the guy from Evil Dead, the TV show.
Yep. He is. We was right next to him.
Did we see anyone else during that time? Or
some other people.
I know
Luke Ferrigno. There's
a lot of people where you just kind of pass by. It's like, oh, it's Bruce Campbell, but he's behind a booth. Yeah. Far away.
The booth life.
What do they have this time at Wizard World?
This year?
Yeah.
Find out.
Oh.
Okay, right now. You asking me.
You're the Wizard World.
Yes, I am the Wordo.
Wizard World Chicago coming soon, August 22nd to 26th. So they have
Jason Momoa.
Jason Momoa, which is Aquaman, and also the guy from Game of Thrones.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, there he is.
Yep.
Oh, he was also in Stargate too. Huh. Oh yeah, he's also Conan the Barbarian.
Oh, okay, yeah.
The remake. I forgot that happened.
Conan one.
Ben McKenzie, your boy.
Yeah.
California.
There you go.
Morena Baccarin. She's in Deadpool, Gotham. Oh, she's I think she's Vanessa, is she not?
Yeah, in Deadpool.
Yeah, there she is.
Melissa Joan Hart.
That's weird. I'm like, Sabrina, the Teenage Witch?
Yeah, or Clarissa Explains
Clarissa the 90s is coming back.
Yeah, Carrie
Elways, the only British
Robin Hood.
Robin Hood, that's cool. Also, he's in Saw, but
yeah,
people forget that. Oh yeah, he's in Saw too.
It's the prince from Chris
Sarandon.
Mm-hmm. He's from also Princess Bride too.
So that's kind of cool. David Gulanti, the guy from Grimm. Don't follow Grimm, but hey.
Yeah, George
went from Cheers.
Yeah.
What an offshoot chance that is. I'm like,
exactly.
He's here too. I'm like.
Also, okay. Henry Winkler too is here.
He's always there though.
Hey, Dean Cain.
Yeah, one of the Supermans.
Yeah, from Superman from Lois and Lane.
Yeah, you like how you missed out on Matt Ryan, guy who was
I don't.
Constantine.
I don't. Never watched
okay,
Constantine.
Fine. You only know Keanu Reeves, I see.
Yes. That's the only Constantine I consider.
Daniel Cudmore, he's from what do you call it? X-Men and Twilight.
Kevin Conroy.
Kevin Conroy's back. The original voice of Batman.
Yes.
From the animated series, at least.
Luke Ferrigno again. He's back. Thomas Ian Nicholas.
Again, just like what?
Yeah. Rookie of the Year and American Pie. Only thing I remember seeing is Rookie of the Year.
Yeah,
and I said, okay, cool. And the American Pie. But okay, that's what happened. And Lisa Marie Bond. The
wrestler.
Yeah, the wrestler. She's Victoria.
That's kind of cool. See what they have for anime guests here. Nope, nothing for anime guests. Voice talent? Nope, nothing for that one either. Oh man.
After Hour Show?
After Hours. Let's see what you got for After Hours.
Nothing yet.
Nothing yet.
All Show All there.
Show All?
Yeah, the artists then.
Okay, so Christopher Priest, Gary Conway, Stuart Yeager, Tim Laddie, Gavin Smith, Mog Park. So you got your artists in there.
Yeah.
Of course, it's gonna be like full of people. We live in a society, anyways.
I'm trying to see any ones I recognize.
I don't know. Oh, they're gonna have Star-Lord or
no? Robert Camacho Jr.?
Wow, that's pretty cool. Top Mouse? Wow, there's a lot of people here I do not know. Oh yeah, also Doug Walker's gonna be there, your boy.
Doug, where you see Doug Walker at?
I saw it in one of his videos. He's gonna be there.
Okay, that means Brad Jones gonna be there.
Yeah, most likely he's gonna be there.
Okay, then I prefer to see Brad. Doug, I seen
the only one.
look, I seen Doug many times. I went to his house, so it's like I'd be like, "Hey, Doug, goodbye, Doug."
Yeah.
Also,
do you think your friend's gonna be there again too?
He's probably gonna be busy. During this time, he at the Ren Fair.
We should go to the Ren Fair.
You want to go to the Ren Fair?
Yeah, sure. Why not?
It's only on the weekends.
Yeah, sure. Why not?
And do you want to drive up there?
Sure. Why not? I mean,
oh, you paying?
Well, I am paying for it in gold, basically.
Yeah. Cool.
So yeah, that's what's happening in Wizard World. Hope to see you there. If not, hey, there's always next year.
Yep.
Go to our Twitter at TDPOTI Podcast.
Yeah.
Go to mine individually. I'm back again, Joe Manuel.
Go to mine individually at Broken Hexagram.
You can follow
YouTube.
Dead Pixels Internet on YouTube. You're listening to right now.
Yes, and the Future of Chicago.
Yeah,
with the gameplay.
With the gameplay, which is what you're playing right now. Persona 5. And something else.
Yeah, because the ending of Overcooked happened already, so you find out what's the new
what's
game.
Happening.
Mm-hmm.
Isn't that today then?
What?
Then you?
I'm not too sure. Sanji gets in charge of that.
Oh, okay. Yeah, you can do that. Go to our iTunes page.
Yep.
Or on your podcast app itself on your Apple phone.
So yeah, the Dead Pixel on the internet. You can search us up.
Yeah, go to
and we are there.
Stitcher Radio.
Yep,
still on there. Go to our regular site, the Dead Pixels, the internet.podbean.com.
Yeah.
You go to there. You can listen to every single episode from 0 to now. 408.
Yes.
Oh, we celebrated our
anniversary.
8 year. Yeah, this year too. Mm-hmm. So what does that mean? 8 more years.
20 more years. 50 more years.
Anyone's watched that debate? No? Okay, cool.
Sleep. Until then, this has been the Dead Pixels of the Internet. Cursing the Internet like 2011.
Creepers. Okay.